What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you've never been here before, thanks for popping in to check this one out. I appreciate it. So jumping right into this, guys, real quick video. I'm just going to show you today how to retrieve the system settings of your PC. This will give you hardware information, different software information, stuff like that that could come in handy. So jumping right into this, guys, if you go down here, like I said, there's 3 or 4 different ways. So I'm going to show all of them to you today. If you go down here to your search and just type about, and that will bring up about your PC. So once this comes up, you can see some very basic general information here. You see your device name, what it's named, what processor you're running, how much memory you're running, and your different device and product ID, which really doesn't probably mean a lot to you guys. System type showing a 64-bit. Scrolling down here a little bit, it will tell you what Windows version you have, what build version, when it was installed, and stuff like that. So actually pretty decent setup there for some basic information. But like I've mentioned, there are other places to do this and to show actually more information than this. So what we will do is we'll go ahead and close that. And again, we'll click in here, and you want to type system information. Now, system information, as you can see, provides quite a bit more information here. I mean, again, we've got the OS, meaning your operating system. It's showing Windows 10, what version and build, just kind of like what just the About Your PC did. It says system, it gives you manufacturer. It's pulling this from the motherboard. I'm actually the system manufacturer because I built the system myself, but I believe it's pulling this from the motherboard here. You got your processor. It goes a little bit more into detail about your processor, I believe. Tells you the BIOS version. And I mean, just look at this, guys. It has so much stuff here. Actually even tells you what time zone you're in, which is, I don't know if it's handy or not, or if you ever need to know that. Tells your installed RAM, what's available, and just a lot of good information there for that. But if you check over here as well, you got these little pluses on these little boxes here that bring drop downs down. Different little information here, probably not a lot of you would ever need. But if you keep going here, shows your components. Now for multimedia, shows your audio and video codecs, CD-ROM, which I don't know who has a CD-ROM drive anymore. If you do, you either severely need it or you've got an old system. Shows you info on your sound devices, manufacturers, and stuff like that. Your display as well. As you can see, I'm running the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. Different infrared if you have that. Shows you about your keyboard, mouse. No modem because it's not 1995. Network shows you what adapter you have, which is all pretty cool if you need that information. Different ports, storage. This one's kind of cool. Shows you what drives you have. It shows you, for me, I have my regular C drive, which is my operating system drive, is a 2 terabyte drive. And it shows my 2 backup drives, D and E, which are 8 terabytes. But if you click on disks, it actually goes further into detail. Like, it will tell you like what your disk drive is. So for my primary, I'm running the Samsung SSD 990 Pro 2 terabyte. Fantastic drive, by the way. I'll put a link down in the description. They are great drives, super fast. And this will continue to tell you a little bit more information about your drives. And you drop down here. Again, it will just give you specific information on those drives, model number, stuff like that. So it's a pretty nice little thing to have to refer to from time to time. And I believe, actually, if you need to, you can do a file. Yeah, you can do, if you needed to save this information for whatever reason, you can actually do a file and save, or file and export it to a file, or you can simply print it out like the old days. So that is another way to get your system information there. And another one I'm going to show you, let's close that out. And again, if we click down here, type CMD for command prompt, I want to run this as an administrator. I don't believe you have to, but I always want to run command prompt as administrator, so that's just me. So to do that, you just right click and run as administrator. Now, if you're looking at this another way, let's maximize this. Another way to get system information is from your command prompt. Now, the other ways I showed you should probably show all the information you need, but if you're a command prompt junkie, kind of like me, you can do here, and you simply just type in system info and hit enter. And it will take a second to load and grab all that info. But here, as you can see, it's pulling much of the same information that we have shown in the previous methods of pulling this stuff. So again, you've got your OS name, version, dates, stuff like that. Yeah, etc., network cards and stuff like that. I don't see where it's actually giving hard drive information. So this step here might skip out on that. I see boot device, but I'm not seeing specific hard drive information. You guys correct me if I'm wrong on that, and that would be okay. But it does show your memory here and what hot fixes have been installed for Windows and stuff like that. So just another kind of neat way to grab that information. And one thing I also wanted to show you guys, if you are looking specifically for your serial number for your computer and it's not on there and you don't want to pop into the BIOS or anything, do the same thing. Pop out to your command prompt here, run it as an administrator, and then you will type WMIC BIOS get and then serial number. All together on serial number like that, and hit enter. Now you notice on mine it's not going to give me a serial number because a manufacturer did not build this system. I built this system. It doesn't have an embedded serial number. That's why it's blank. But if you have, you know, a pre-built computer bought from a store or online retailer or something like that, that will show your serial number. So great way to get all that information, guys. And that is pretty much all I have for you on this video. If this was helpful to you, please give me a like and consider subscribing for some future content. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.